Alright. I think we're back. I guess I'm not using this service anymore. I don't know what I have to do to get it all to switch back, though. I think it'd take me a minute. I'll wait a little bit for everything to kind of settle back in. Apologies for that. It's the same error, so it keeps crapping out on this connection, and it's to them. It's not me. Everything else works. So if it does it one more time, we'll be down for a little bit. I'm just gonna swap over to the old setup where I just send 2 dedicated streams. I was trying to do it the other way to combine chat, but I'm fucking... Oh shit, yeah, I'll have to fix that. Well, that's not too hard to fix. Just will kind of suck. Whatever, we'll figure it out. It is what it is. Anyways, hopefully, Barney, you're back in the chat and everything. You said nice. I haven't seen that, but I'm gay and life is doing its thing. I haven't been on much as I started a sharpening business, and we have just been bombarded with requests to sharpen stuff. I've also been designing a machine to go into a hardware chain that will automatically sharpen knives, chisels, and drill bits. Huh. No shit. No, it wasn't your stream. I dropped out here. It's the second time it's happened. I'm gonna have to swap over if it does it again. It just drops out my connection to restream, and I don't know why. Hey Chaser, what mic do you use? I use a Shure WL185. Good old Shure. Oh, hey, I didn't see your greeting. Welcome in, by the way. Sorry, we had the internet kind of flurp up. I don't know who or what to blame, but I'm full of blame. It sounds good. Thank you. Well, I'm an audio engineer that's like my day job. And I work with this mic a lot. It's just a lavalier mic. Like, so it just sits there. I kind of fucked up the hole, but whatever, I'm tired. And, I don't know. Goes into my belt pack, which is an old wireless mic that a buddy of mine hooked me up with a while back. I think it has it kind of has the company name, but it doesn't mean shit. And it works. I need to get a newer one because the frequency band that it goes into is pretty much gone, and I can't really find a spot anymore, and it's starting to get on my nerves. But you know. And then that's just going into a Behringer mixer that has like it's an analog mode, and for some reason doesn't sound too bad. It's a little hot into it, but that's the way it's gonna be. I can't really unhot it. Oh wait, these are all, well, Jesus, these are all over the place, aren't they? Let's see here. Can we get started? I don't even know. We'll just start at the top and we'll just go down. Yeah, I'm a big Shure fan. I also have like a Countryman E6 headset mic. Those are pretty good, but oh man, I wore it for a while because I wanted to be able to just wear t-shirts for a bit instead of, oh shit, that didn't work, instead of button-ups all the time. And I do it every now and then, but everyone wigs out because the mic sounds so much different. And I'm like, yeah, it's a totally different mic, and I don't really have an EQ, so good ears, good ear training here. Also, I have one of the Shure, the podcast mics, but I got that for that purpose, to do interviews and stuff like that, because it was perfect for that. Just gonna cover this board in 1Ks. All these 1001s. Till it is perfect. I just found out my speakers are wired backwards. What do you mean by that? What do you mean they're wired backwards? Yeah, I don't know how you could do it. I don't understand that. How you do it backwards? To me, if someone said their speakers were wired backwards, I would just mean reverse polarity, which can affect the speaker motion. Something like that. Oh, are you talking about left is right, right is left? Oh, you have the right and the left speaker reversed. That's no big deal. Although you should have been able to notice that when they walked to the left and the sound came from the right. That's on you, brah. That's you dropping the ball. You need a Mr. X. He like got onto me that I was a little bit in the left field than I was in the right field. Well, I mean, there is a popular concept of house right, stage right. So, you know, maybe you were just inadvertently had it wired for stage right, and your orientation to the speakers was always in the same way, so it just seemed correct. And for all intents and purposes, it is correct. Yeah, I thought that's what they meant too, Lawn Dog, at first, and that doesn't matter. That's just to keep things consistent, but as long as you wire everything the same, you won't ever have an issue. But that's all that is, just to remain consistent. You could flip them, as long as you flip them all, nothing bad will happen. The in audio, inverting speaker polarity is pretty common thing you have to do for like doing like certain audio tricks. And you get it out of phase. Yeah. But like inverting the phase, it's like, so an example is in reverse cardioid, or I can't remember the other name for it. I recently learned there's names for it. And I did that on this last show. I did it on the last two shows. And nowadays, it's just a fucking preset. You don't even have to do the work. You just have to load the presets in. Because before you had to find the delay amount and then apply that and everything, and then look at it again to make sure that it was all symmetrical and in phase. But what you'll do is you'll take a... Well, this isn't going to work very well, is it? Let me think. What could I have that would have a direction? Need to get more directional bits. And they need to be large. Alright, we'll use these guys. This will work fine. Hopefully you can see the little nubs on them. They have little nubs. So you can do different deals. This one technically needs 3, but for the sake of it, this demonstration, it doesn't fucking matter. We'll pretend like there's a third here that's pointing this way. So you have 2 speakers pointing out into the house, and then you have 1 speaker pointing back in the house. Now you can do other variations. You can have 4, you can have 3 to 1. You can do 3 to 1's usually a good way to go. I have seen 5 to 1, but your energy levels change. So 3 to 1's usually like a pretty decent one. We're doing 2 to 1, so it's going to lose a little bit of its power. So what we'll do, Honestly, maybe it's easier to look at it like this. Nah. Let's just keep it the way it is. So, we have 2 speakers, we'll say, firing forward, 1 speaker firing back. So what happens is you'll do a reverse cardioid. The signal will come to the group of speakers. These will have, well, we'll do it this way. The signal first comes to this speaker. This speaker fires reversed or out of phase, like you're saying, like the same as if you were to reverse the cable. So it fires, and then this speaker or these speakers that are surrounding it are going to wait, 3 milliseconds or whatever it is, and then they're going to fire, but they're going to fire normally. They're going to fire normal phase, forward phase. What happens is this speaker's diaphragm goes in when all these other ones would go out. And what happens is it'll pull air in from the outside, from this back space. And when it does that, this one will fire and it will cascade upon it and move that air forward. So what happens is, like, one, you'll get this really nice kind of focused beam of bass that kind of comes out in this kind of an angle. But the other cool thing is you can walk back behind here and it's quiet. There's no bass. You can stand right in front of this driver as it's going as loud as all these other ones, and it's not doing anything. It's a pretty cool trick. It's one of my favorites. Unfortunately, like the last 2 times I've done it, it didn't really go as well as I was wanting it to, but whatever. It's not my gig. If I was the A1, I would have maybe spent more time on it, but I was not. So we just got it working well enough, and then we're like, all right, we're good. Bye. Yeah, so you can do the phase reverse if your sub is aimed like at it out, but the problem is, like, sub frequencies are omnidirectional, and you have to have a coupling. You have to have some sort of physical coupling in order for the trick to work. If they are not, then you have to do another trick, which is, this one's cool too. This one's probably easier for people to get. It's called end firing. So you have 2 speakers. They are aimed forward. Now you can do more, but let's stick with 2. It needs to be equal amounts. So if I had 4 speakers, I'm going to need 4 preferably behind it. I think you can ratio it, but I've never seen anybody do it. Oh, wait, no. Okay, maybe there is, but let's just forget I'm stumbling here. So what end firing does is very similar. The bass comes and it hits this speaker first. This speaker fires normally, and the sound propagates across, and you have a delay to this speaker so that this one fires the exact amount of time it would take for the air to move across. So let's say 4 milliseconds, 2 milliseconds, whatever. Once that happens, it fires, and it actually converges that energy and pushes it out, and you can actually get that beam effect that you would get with the reverse cardioid, but it doesn't subtract from the back. So you still have a lot of energy going omnidirectional, which can sometimes be really good if you're like at a concert or something like that, and you've got subs hung out in the sky and it's out in the crowd. You could do this configuration so everyone gets a nice thump and hit. But you also want it directional because there is time differences as you go down. But anyways, that's another story. What the fuck? Oh, I landed on that. Sorry, buddy. You can tell I'm kind of into audio a little bit. Sophie, what's up? Yeah, Londuck. So you'll see these in concerts all the time. If you ever go to a concert where there's more speakers inside the house, like there's the mains, those two big, you know, usually it's a line array, so it'll have two big J's, and then further in, you'll have something to support that. So what they'll do is they'll delay that, because if you don't, the time it takes, like here's your main speaker, and here's your delay, and this bag is your listener. Actually, let's flip this around, because this kind of looks like a stage. All right, so you got your listener. So if they were listening to the music and the drummer hits the snare is going to travel, and it's going to go all the way to here, and it's going to barely make it. It's going to be really soft. But if you play it out of these, you'll get this time, because they'll fire at the same time. This one will arrive here, and then this one will get here a little bit later. So you get this snatan, datan, datan. So what they'll do is they'll time align this so that the time it takes for this one to get all the way to here, this one will fire. Now, when you're doing IMAG, where there's like close-ups of the people, their mouths aren't going to match up, because if you're back there especially, even if you're up there, there's a lot of shit that slows it down. So it may not line up very good. That's always a bummer. But it's really going to be noticeable here, because there's going to be like a lot of delay, like 70, 80, maybe 100 milliseconds or more of delay to get these people. There's a lot of tricks you can do to kind of help with that. You can do multi-zone delaying, where you create smaller and smaller. This big line array is now just trying to fill up the first third of the house, and then these delays take over, and then these delays take over, and that kind of, I mean, you still are always going to have your distance from here to here being a delay. You can't like reset it. So you're always going to have that time, but you can also control the amount of volume, because now you can lower it. Before you were having to blast the shit out of people up in the front. Now you can put it at a comfortable level, because you're not trying to reach all the way back here. You're only trying to reach like into the house a little bit. And then these kids can take over, and so on. It's real common in like a lot of venues. And it's like, it's a really, I don't know. I think it's probably one of the coolest things about like a lot of audio. If anyone wondered, I do not recommend welding without ventilation to get high. Head still hurts. Yeah. What is it? Welders called it the Mondays or whatever. It's like you would get a headache because of all the chemicals from welding. And eventually your body would kind of get over it, and you'd quit getting the headache. But then you go home for the weekend, and your body would kind of heal. And then you'd start back on Monday, and it'd be like, that headache again. I don't think it was called the Mondays, but I made that part up. But the rest is mostly true. Pardon me. Should see if I can fit a Subway sandwich in there. I've been so hungry since I've gotten back from the trips. I've been trying not to pig out too wild. But like the other day, Mrs. Hersey came home, and I knew I could sell it very easily. And I was like, we should get some Culvers. And she's like, yeah, I want some onion rings. I'm like, me too, but I also want a bunch of other things. So how about I get you a large onion ring, and then I'll take like a couple of them, and then we'll get this. And I ended up getting so much food, and it became like my own little mukbang, because I was like, I just want to eat it all. I don't care if it makes me blind. I want to eat it all. And that was fun. I had a good time. That was great. But I keep wanting to eat more, and I was like, man, I gotta find like something that will help a little. I don't know. I was thinking about sushi. I have a buddy of mine. He'll do sushi any old day, and he's honestly been I think at least the last time I went out, because I hadn't been able to eat, I hadn't gone for sushi in like years, and I was kind of bummed. And he's like, I'll go with you, and I'm like, yeah, dude, that'd be great. It was good, but I kind of like, man, we should go to like a really cool sushi place. What software do you use to design PCBs? I prefer KiCad, however you say it. It's open source, and or I think it's open source. It's free to download, and the development on it is insane. Like, they just pump out new features every few weeks. It's redonkulous. It's very intuitive. I've tried other ECAD programs, and I've had a lot of trouble with them in the past. And KiCad, no troubles at all. Super, super intuitive for me. And another thing I tell a lot of people too, if you run into a problem with it, or you're trying to figure out how to do something, you normally can just Google it, and there'll be like 3 videos on the topic. Like, honestly, the hardest part is like trying not to find a video on it if you just want to read how to do it. It's like there's not too many blogs on it. There's more like, today, in this video, and you're like, ah, shit, all right. Oh, no, wait. I think we got exactly the right amount. Oh, that's cool. Very proud of us. No. Yep. Okay. Let's start at the bottom, and we'll just solder to the top, just like the song says. Cool, I just got... Yeah, that one's the one that I would recommend. There's a pretty decent library. Depending on what you're trying to do, normally if you need to get footprints or anything, Mauser will have like the what is it, the ECAD? I think it's ECAD or whatever. There's like a little symbol under the product, and you can get the footprints and all that for KiCad and like a billion other programs out there as well. But if you ever need those, depending on what you're working on, if you need those kind of things for the components, like footprints, when you're doing the PCB layout. Let me have a couple dabs before we get started. This is going to be a long solder. Man, I cannot wait to get my bench. It's going to be so comfortable to just be able to fucking stand for a bit. Let me practice this. Oh, yeah. My back is like, oh, what are we doing? This is weird. Oh, yeah. That feels good. Oh, you can't hear it. Hopefully you can't, because it would gross you out. But there's a lot of cracking. Yeah. That is not healthy. What? Barney! Let's go. What was that? I think it said chicken fingers. Let me see. What did it say? Hey, through the treat stream. I'm glad that's still working. Chicken fingers. Awesome. Why can't I click on that? Well, let me click. Click. Let me see. I think it's on my phone. I have to go through there. Pull it up. All right. Thank you so much. That's going to be awesome. Snackage. Mealage. I can't remember what the chicken fingers were. I'm kind of curious now. Let's see if I can figure this out. Cool. I can't remember who the chicken fingers are from, but I can't wait. Cannot wait. That'll be good. We'll snack on them. Thank you again, mate. Really appreciate it. Freddy got what? He got chicken fingered. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Sausages? No! Sausages! Sausages? No! Sausages! Yeah, Tom Elliott, or what is it? Tom Green and Chris Elliott are like my favorite hated comedians. Like, people hate them, like weirdly hate them, and I'm like, what? They're just trying to be funny by being really obnoxious. But you know. One more dab, and then we'll get to work. Oh, I'm excited. I haven't had the chicken nuggets in a while, so it's gonna be a real fucking treat. You can't stand Tom. Yep, I knew it. Oh, I love him. He's one of Canada's greatest gifts. Oh, yo. Now it told me the name of the restaurant. Ah, this is awesome. Thank you, mate. I haven't eaten from them in a long time. This is awesome. I'm looking forward to it. It's really, really good. It's my favorite chicken tender place. And they're like a chain even, but for some reason it's just that good. I think it's their breading. The breading is just like what life's all about. It's almost perfect. Soft yet crisp. Smooth yet hard. Strong yet slightly effeminate. Oh wait, we're talking about chicken fingers. My bad. I have 25-degree terrace. I haven't seen that yet. I don't think there are any tariffs towards Australia, which is where I'm getting my shit from. Well, my modular shit. Whatever. If it happens, it happens. I want my cents, and I'll do whatever I have to. Whatever I have to get it. It's not a question of if. It's a question of sure, which isn't really a question. It's more of a statement. Anyways. So it said that they'd be here in like 30 minutes. That's probably right. It is kind of a busy time of the day. Thank you again, Barney. I really appreciate it. I'm super, super excited. I wonder what sauces I put, because that's their thing. They have all these sauces, and I wonder if they didn't put any hot sauces. I'll get some hot sauces for you. We'll have a little hot sauce. I've got so much to get done, but made me even care. See you. Much love, mate. Take care. Be safe. Thank you again. Oh shit. That one made like a weird crunchy noise. I didn't feel good about that. Oh no. Get on there. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You know you can. You can. I knew you fucking can. You can do. Come on. There you go, you son of a bitch. Do it. Do my soldering. Yes, you. Oh shit, I just stabbed myself with my tweezers. If I had a nickel for every time I do that, I'd have over $37 in nickels. And shame. Wait a minute, where'd you come from? Where the fuck did this guy come from? Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. We'll come back to you in a moment, sir. I promise you I am going to punish the staff member that caused that in a way that is befitting a fool of that nature. There we go. Come on. There you go, you sexy bastard. Haven't seen it? What did we talk about? Yes. Iron. Slide in there, you little bastard. Oh, no, 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 I didn't mean that way. I meant like, no, 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 don't. Oh, hey, what are you? Don't be a hero. Get out of here. Oh, man. Took both those guys out. They're dead. I can save one of them, but the other one is, I'd have to move this whole rig. Okay, I found him. That was pretty terrifying. Definitely a good reason to never shoot fireworks indoors. I really don't know if this LED value is good or not. It's stupid low. I mean, it could be worse. I could have gone into the ohms. But I don't really care. You know, I'm like, if it's really bright, I'll fix it. But I've said that before and somehow have overlooked so many other ones of equal insane brightness that God even complains. Well, like, I mean, it's always going to be the same value for these size LEDs. So, like, anywhere from like 470 ohms or whatever the hell to like 1050K even. I've done over 100 on some stuff because it was just so bloody bright. It's like, I don't know if it is logarithmic, but your return gets smaller, so eventually you have to go up to, 200K, or you have to keep trying to double your value. To get differences and stuff. Look at that mohawk. That's cool, man. I like mohawks. Man, that's a lot of resistors. Oh yeah, beautiful. Wunderbar. From Wunderland, the wuntiest place in the world. No, bro, you're supposed to do that. No, bro, you're supposed to, yeah, there you go. There you go. Tom Sawyer sound. Today's Tom Sawyer, get high on you. The space you bathe to get mine on you. Something like that. I can't remember. Don't really know. Doom, 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 doo, 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 doo. Uh-oh. Guys, get ready because things are about to get heavy. Jump up because we're going to bump up and get down because there ain't no clown in this here town. We got none other than Derek Green coming in with that piping hot. Won't stop. Skiddly bop. Oh my God, freaking hot. Ray! Let's go, let's go. Welcome into the channel, Willkommen. Let me see if I can do a shout out here. At Der Green. Welcome in, Germanasia. Willkommen. I don't speak that much German, but I know enough to order food and locate. Well, actually, I don't remember the bathroom one. I know enough to order. Well, not really a lot of food, really. Sausages, you know. Okay, I know very little. No. Welcome in, mates. Thank you so much for the raid. How was the stream? What were y'all up to? Let me pull up your channel here. They're green, doing science. Loften Retro Hardware Gefusen. Ooh, I like this. I'm gonna follow. I'm following. This looks good. This looks good. Ich mag diesen Tippen. How do you like your eggs for breakfast? I like scrambled and omelets a lot, but if I'm just, I don't know, if it depends on what we're accompanying with it, I often like 2 eggs over easy so that the yolk is soft and you get the, you know, the yolk everywhere, and then I'll mix that in with my hash browns, stuff like that. Man, I'm so glad there's food on the way. I'm just dying. We talked a lot about I actually tried to fix a Vectrix. Oh, cool! And create a new power cord on the 3D printer. Oh, the Vectrix. Or Vectrex. I remember that. Very cool. Very cool. I do retro console mods and repairs on stream. Oh, fantastic. That means I won't buy this car. Well, we welcome in. We do electronics here. We focus on oops, let me do the right screen. We focus on soldering and getting people into soldering, into making, into building. We mostly do audio stuff. In fact, like the thing behind me here, this is a big modular synth, and then we have this new one that we're building right now called the other one was called Jamtown. This one's called Space Station, and they're just basically a bunch of, let's see if I can, individual modules. This one they all do separate functions. This one, for example, would be a little bit more familiar. It does Boolean functions. You have 2 inputs and you have an output that is an OR or a NOR, an AND or a NAND, XOR or XNOR. So they, you know, basically they're inverting on each one of these, but you have either one to pull from out of these inputs. The module that we're working on right now would also be kind of familiar to a lot of different worlds. It's just a clock divider. You're putting in a signal and then it divides it down up to 256. It also has odd divisional numbers, so you can get, you know, you don't have to be, doesn't have to be even numbers. And yeah, I think that's the whole story about us. Carved from the embers of time. Where is it? Soldering is on a big part of my stream. It's a big part of my stream too, so I choose you to my raid. Well, thank you so much. I gave you a follow. I'm gonna lurk a little bit. I have a few German streamers that I watch, German and Spanish streamers. Those are the two foreign languages that I have a mild, tiny grasp of. And so I like to watch the stream sometimes and watch chat and so forth and kind of get gooder at it, you know? Try to anyways. Sometimes it's just nice to not even kind of, you know, only understand 10% or something like that to just comprehend that small percentage. It's still kind of nice. Like you're like, oh, well, they're talking about rabbits, I think. I think that's the word for rabbits. I don't know. They're talking about rabbits. I have no idea why they're soldering and talking about rabbits. This is a mystery for me. But maybe it wasn't rabbits, you know? Now I'm thinking it might be a euphemism, you know, an idiom. Oh well. But anyways, thank you so much for the raid. Super appreciate it. Can't wait to hang out in yours. We had one of our viewers very kindly donate some a food delivery, and so it said it don't have any. Whatever, dog. So we're waiting on that. Gonna get some chicken tenders. An American treat. The clock divider is just a binary counter, like a, yeah, exactly. It uses a, this one is using a bunch of, here we can just pull it up so it'll make more sense. God bloody hell. I keep forgetting to switch that out. So, you've just got 4013s. That keep using 4070s for the Zors. And then, yeah, there's a 4013. Yeah, wait, that's right. 4013, there's a... This is just an LED driver for it. Or I think that's what it's being used for, to drive the LEDs. But then all these other outputs are just different points. Is it flip-flops? Yeah. This designer is really, really interesting. If anybody out there has, you know, if anybody from the channel is interested in analog designs, this all these are analog audio and logic circuits. The designer himself is it's called Nonlinear Circuits. He's this dude out of Australia named Andrew. He's really cool, like a cucumber cat. And he designs about a new module every month. Lately, they've been coming out in little bursts. But either way, he's got so many designs, and all of these are analog. And he explains every one of them. So, you know, if you want to... It doesn't go into super big depth, but honestly, it's kind of spoon-fed to you, so it's not too hard. Like, we're doing the divide and conquer right now. He goes over the, you know, explaining the operation and kind of how the function works. But really, all the information you need is kind of in this schematic. He does give you board views, so if you have to do any troubleshooting, if something's not working right, you can use it for that to kind of figure it out. And he used to, I think he gives panel templates. He used to offer stencils in here, but it was pointed out to me that he's not doing that anymore. So, got to make your own, I guess. I don't know. But this is what the module that we're working on at the moment. It's, oh man, come on, let me zoom. Yeah, there you go. 5 4013s, 1 4024, and 1 4070. we've already done all the 1Ks, and now we're moving on to the 10 and the 100Ks, which there isn't a lot of. The 10Ks, we're going to have to use 603 because I ran out of 805, and it's in the mail, but it's not here yet, so let's just keep waiting for that mail. All right. Sorry, I zoned out for a second thinking about lollipops. They are amazing. Spirally sugar cubed beasts. All right, let's see, 10K. How many? I think it's just 6. Yeah, that's no biggie. There's 3. There's 6. And then 100K we'll get from a different book. Since it's not that many, let's just do it now. Do it now. Get down. Oh, man. There's 10 of these. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I said, by the way, my module tester is finished, but I missed to order an IC, so I have to wait to power it for the first time. Oh, what IC did you neglect? I hope my viewers will learn a lot from you, but the sun has long since. Yeah, no worries. I know it's late over there in Germany. So thank you so much. Guten Abend. Or gute Nacht, really. You're taking off, aren't you? So gute Nacht. And take care. I can't wait to... I'll say hi on your stream. Next chance I get. All right. Let's do these other stupid resistors. Oh, man. Your order is delayed and now will arrive between 3:30 and 3:46. Oh. That's sad. Let me make sure my... Oh, wait, it's daytime, isn't it? Never mind. I was like, let me make sure my porch light's on. I'm like, fucking daytime, bruh. Porch light's hella on. Oh, shit, we never did finish this. I got distracted. Classic me. Classic me. The real question is, what was it that distracted me so well? I think if I was to quote unquote train for the the solder competition thing, I would need to do it off stream so that I could just focus on being like crazy fast. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, never mind. That's 10K. God damn it. Stupid. All right. Let's start at the top and then we'll work our way down just like the song. Work down, stop top. It's a good song. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Where's that tab? Oh wait, that's not it. Keep. Well, I'll do the other one then. Fine. Fuck you. Wrong size. It's okay. No one has to know. This is for me. If I was making this for somebody, I'd have to wait. And for those sweet, sweet 805 10Ks to come in the mail. But we're not doing that. It's fucking hell no, we're not doing that. Good God. And this is like the majority of them too. My chair cried out. You know, every now and then I lay awake at night just thinking about what it would be like if AI could properly, without, complete transparency, you would be completely unable to tell. They could do Christopher Walken's voice. And then I'd have the Christopher Walken's voice do my favorite Christopher Walken scenes. Deer Hunter and Pulp Fiction. This is your father's watch. I would... I would like that. I think that would be okay, It'd probably get a little weird if you were like, hey, I want the Christopher Walken's voice because, I never had a dad, and I always thought Christopher Walken's could maybe be my dad someday. So I thought if I get the Christopher Walken voice, I can just, sort of tell it what to do and just have it take that role. I think that'd be great. And the Christopher Walken's voice would be, yeah, it'd be great. I could do the voices for you and you'd be happy. Let's do it. I don't know if they could get the music of his voice right, though. I did see in an interview recently, he did admit that it's a singing thing. And which is something I kind of wondered about. Gives you a watch. I swear that's one of my favorite scenes. This watch was your granddad's. He knew he wasn't coming back. So he gave it to a gunner. Oh, man. Anyways. Well, despite the stream dropping out like that, which I swear I'm still, like, terrified it's going to happen again. I'm like, I should have just put it back the old way, but... It's just trying to combine the chat. It's the only goal I have. Oh shit, that's not good. Okay, that's okay. Boop. There it is. Alright, I think... Well, I thought wrong. Is there... I can't remember. There's one over here. Let's do this guy. I don't think there's any lower. Yeah, this is... honestly going really quickly. But, to be fair, there's not a shit ton on here. Yeah, you know what? Nice data. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but your which one has been really sinking in my head. I can't, can't tell you how awesome an ornament in crime is. I can only tell you that I have like 5 in operation. I was gonna sell them, but once I realized that the 10C32s were hard to get, I was like, no, I'm good. And I have a few 10Cs left. I have room and everything like that, but I kind of have other plans. Like, man, what if I could put this in like another format of it? You know, there's some different variations, and I kind of know how they did them, and I'm like, you know, I could do those variations. That would be kind of cool. And I think I hear cat. Is that Mr. Chompers, or is that just the chair creaking in a very rhythmic way? I think it is that. That's kind of sad. Yeah. So I've only on the stock firmware, I've only used 3 things. One is kind of not really a thing. It's the tuner. And it's just because all my oscillators go directly into the outputs. So I just have them all send, you know, the same note, and then I just tune all the oscillators to each other. I use that a lot. And I guess it's technically not a thing, but it's a thing for me. It's not on the other modules, like the hemispheres. There might be something similar, but it's not the same. Then the other 2, one is the Lorentz pattern, which is on hemispheres. Although be careful, last time I used it, if you put 2 on, it crashes. Oh shit, I'm gonna sneeze again. Why do I keep sneezing? I think it's probably from the vaping. Vape Nashal. So the other one is the Lorentz curve. And that's basically the sloth. However, it's kind of better than the sloth because you do have speed control, and you have a little bit more control over some other parameters in it. I can't remember what it is, but it's kind of nice. But the one that Mr. X is talking about, that I'm just like game changer, and something I'm really struggling with not having in Space Station, is Quartermain. Quartermain is 4 of these circuits. It uses each one. They can either be tied together or individual, but the way it works is you can send a clock in to the same clock or different clocks into each one, but we'll stick with one circuit. So you'll send it a clock, and you'll send it CV, and it will behave like a sample and hold module. It won't look at what's on the input until the clock, progresses to the point where it's at. And you have control over those divisions. It's actually pretty decent control. Like, you can get funky. Lot of odd numbers and stuff in there. You have a lot of other little controls over it, but you can do key shifting, You can do probably one of the most important parts is scaling. You have like something like 48 scales, and you can also create some user scales, and it will bind the notes to that scale. So you have a quantizer effectively, but it's digital one. So it's honestly sharper than an analog. Like I've used analog ones and they use different ADCs to kind of create that quantization effect. But it has always these like, anything that's right on the edge, it'll kind of do this gross, like in between jitter. This guy is not. It's solid as shit. It's so fucking solid. I haven't unpatched it for over 5 years. Like it's just my go-to favorite thing. And the more weird part about it, or the part that like a lot of people like, and this isn't like an original idea, but what I like to do is I have a and you could do this with just a single sequencer, but I have a 4-channel sequencer and they all run together. But let's do just one. We'll stick back to just the one, not quad, just single. So I'll send a sequencer into it, and the sequencer and the sample and hold, the quarter main, are coming off the same clock but at different divisions. And what I've found the most interesting is that if you make one an odd numbered division and the other one an even. So normally, to make it work with like dance music and stuff, you would make the sequencer. Oh no, wait. Let me think here. No, you would make the quarter main. Sorry, an even numbered one, and then you would make the sequencer an odd numbered. And what will happen? What ends up it doing is that instead of it playing 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 over and over, it'll do 1 3 2 4. Oh, now I'll change the divisions some more. Now it does 1 2, then it does 2 3, 3 4. It does all these different patterns, and you still have the same notes. So when it comes to all 4 of them, I'll just stop the clock and listen to all the oscillators go, and I'll tune these like big boy chords, these nice big chords. And I'll shift to the previous one and make sure that it's not too weird or dissonant. And then I move on and try to have these kind of contiguous notes. And then I'll have a full sequence, and then I'll start playing with those clocks and trying to find like music within there, trying to get the machine to be the muse. And it's really fun because you can kind of end up with a lot of different stuff. It's not super recallable. Like it's kind of there, and it's only there in that moment. It'll vanish after time. Like you might be able to get it back, but it's going to be tricky. But I don't know. I don't hate that. I just warn others of it. Hey, if Devin don't use the phone as we grind you into the... Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. We got all the resistors in. They didn't put up much of a resistance. Yeah, I was doing finger guns. Quantermain? Is that how it's pronounced? Is that how it's spelled? I can't read. I gave it up a long time ago. Seemed like a really big waste of time. Quantermain. Okay. Quantermain. All right. Fair enough. I will work on my pronunciation. s- Hold up, I got like a tangle. Ugh. All right, that was fun and slightly infuriating. All right, I'm going to jam. I can't multitask jam, and no worries, mate. Have a good jam. Party on. Yeah, I highly recommend that module. Or I mean, I built the patch before. I have like some analog shift registers and sample and hold, and I've been doing that before, but I didn't have enough to really do all 4 channels, and I didn't have the same ones. I had all these different ones that kind of all had their own little thing that made them different. So it worked, but it kind of sucked. So here we are. All right, what is this? This is 4? 4. Nice. Means I got to pull 3 out of here. Son of a bulge. Let's see. Oh shit. Come on. There we go. Let's go. That's 7. I believe that's the maximum amount that we need for this to be done. Positive into the... Yeah, that's not a bad idea. What are you feeding into the splosh, though, I think is it a sequence at all? Or is it just crazy noise? Nonsense. Oh man, this is going to be like almost all the parts except for the diodes. I thought that said 104. 104.5. The Eagle. Arizona's #1 radio station for classic rock and funk. Man, I wish. I made all that up, but that would be great if we had one. I remember I was in Vancouver one time, and I was working, and they had this really great Motown radio station that I was just like in love. It was like there wasn't even a bad song ever. His order's on the way and will arrive between 3:23. Oh, it says 2 minutes from now or 14 minutes from now. I like those odds. Such good Motown. Oh shit. Do you like that guy? That guy was so small. I'm just gonna put another one on there just in case. I don't think I haven't messed with the copier machine. That looks interesting now. I haven't really tried to do any patches with it. Oh man, where's the other cap? Shut up, stomach. It's on its way. I know, belly. It's making the saddest sounds. Ah, there it is. Tried to hide. It's not gonna work here, buddy. Alright, I don't think, yeah, it's just one for each pair of these. It's so funny. Or maybe it's not a pair, maybe it's not. Hey, Ekin, welcome in. What board are we smoking? We smoking the Nonlinear Circuits Divide and Conquer, which I'm a big fan of. This will be like the third one I've made. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish it because we're really low on a lot of critical parts. I did order some and I just got notification it'll be here by Thursday. So that's the good news. Fortunately, it's also the bad news, so it's kind of weird. Not like this guy. This guy is fucking weird. Because just lay down. Oh my god, what an asshole. There, Jesus. Anyways. All right, there we go. I think that's it. This guy looks weird from the light. I think I'm just... Alright, that's all the caps. I felt good to be capless. Oh wait, no, wait. I'm sorry. We still have the two 10 microfarad caps. Let's do those. They're down here. These are actually kind of hard, so I'm going to turn this guy sideways. And we're going to do it sideways ways. Should be at the end. There it is. We do 2. What do I got here? Oh, nice. There's 1. There's maybe 2. Oh, shit. I think the wrapper didn't come back all the way. Yeah, it did not. Yeah, this isn't going to separate. Kind of stinks. I'm just trying to get 1 more. That was way harder than it needed to be. Alright, it says the order is nearby. Kind of hear pretty good, though. Alright, stand by. right. The meal, the feast. Is here. All right. So this is all courtesy of Barney the Rebel, who used one of the treat stream things to send this. I always love it when that happens because it allows me to eat. One of my many things I like to do. So I'll try to be quick. I used to play this video in the past, and but I don't. It got a little repetitious. It was like the only video I ever played. And some people were like, oh my god, this again? So. And then I don't know how good YouTube is at recognizing this stuff, so it might. I don't know. I don't know how it falls on that fair use. But if you ever want to see a really funny video, there's one called The Lords of Sense. And pretty good. Let me see if I can find something to enjoy while I chow this down real quick. There it is. I've actually seen all these videos. Sucks. Oh wait. It has like a 4-hour cooldown or something like that. Like there's different ones. There's pizzas, there's sandwiches, chicken tendies. I keep hearing a noise. I don't know what the fuck that is. The pizzas are always super appreciated because Mrs. Heresy can partake, but she's not here right now. She's at work, so. But this isn't all the food because it was a lot, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna spend 20 minutes eating this. So I got a good chunk of it, but it'll carry me through. But the rest I might give to the missus something later. We'll see. I might just eat it again later. Damn, that bread is really good. This is like all starches, I just realized. You have chicken, breaded. You got French fries. If you ever need a lot of starches in your life, I got a recipe and a meal for you. I call it the starch bomb.
It's available in a fine dining establishment near you. We've taken the power of chicken and waffles and tried to amplify it to what we have now. It's really fucking good. This sauce is super not hot, but it's yummy. I forgot I said I was going to put hot sauce on them, but no, I'm glad I didn't. I'm going to just prolong things in an uncanny and unflattering light. Maybe not uncanny, but definitely unflattering. I'm so glad they did this. This is really good. All right. This is a big energy. It's a big battery charger right here. Almost done. I'm trying to be quick, but I'm trying not to eat too fast so that I get all sleepy like. I don't think there's really a balance. I'm just making this shit up. Honestly, this fucking bread is so good. I could eat this all fucking day. Get all fat and shit. What got you all fat? Bread, man. Bread. Yeah, that'll do it. I don't know. Thank God they only include one slice of that stuff. Any more probably would have been deadly. Let this cool down a little bit more. Yes, actually, you know what? It's really good for the fridge. Oh man, that was great. thanks again. I know Barney said he was probably not going to stick around, but thanks again for the food. That was really appreciated. Always love when you guys do that. It's, oh man, it really helps. Because I go pretty long, and I try to pig out a little bit before, and then I kind of go, uh-oh. Get ready, because things are about to get heavy. Jump up, because we're going to bump up, and get down, because there ain't no clown in this here town. We got none other than President McHammerguile coming in with that piping hot. Won't stop. Skiddly bop. Oh my God, freaking hot. Let's go. Guys, we got royalty in the house, none other than President McHammerguile. Vil Coleman, how's it going? El Presidente. Hammerguile. Fuck yeah. Thank God. I've been trying to tell this guy about Hammerguile. He doesn't know. I don't know what to do. Well, welcome in. What were you guys up to? How was your stream? I should be all right. I have Dr. Pepper in here. The soda should apparently at large. I don't know why I did that, but the juice should keep me alive a little bit longer. Worked on some papers. It doesn't really seem to sell a lot of tickets. Well, we are working on our modular synth, where we've got the one behind me, that's Jamtown. This guy can't kind of see this box here, but it doesn't matter. Then, but we're working on the new one, which is called Space Station. I don't know why they're all slanted. It's an artistic thing. Oh, wait, I'm slanted. That's it. Oh, no, it's fine. This particular module we're working on is a clock divider. So it just basically takes a signal and, you guessed it, divides. Pretty good, too. Goes all the way down to a 256 division. So that's really nice. It's really cool. It also does 3, 5, and 7, as well as 1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 divisions. So you can get some really crazy wackiness with it that you wouldn't normally find in a conventional. And those odd number divisions are piped off from the side, so you can use them to divide different parts up if you want. It's super cool. All the kids will be wearing them, I predict. I have to. I sunk a lot of money into clock divider shoes. Speaking of, oh yeah, I never did show those. I don't know, who cares? I got new shoes. I don't know, it just came over me, and I went and found these really cool Adidas shoes, and they just look so cool, and I ordered them, and I got them in, But I've been having to wear them a lot because they're kind of tight and they're a little bit uncomfortable on my feet. And I'm like, oh, well, this is going to break in eventually, right? And so I keep wearing them around the house. I already took the tag off, so I can't return them. So it's just kind of weird. I don't know why I shared that story. Let's get back to soldering.
Let's get back to soldering, okay?
So just like the president, we do use a ATEM-based system. I'm running the extreme ISO with 8 ins and 2 outs. And what else does it do? Oh no. That's it, really. I mean, the ISO part, it basically does individual recordings of each one of the camera feeds, each one of the inputs. Which is really useful if you make videos, because then you can just take that and cut it later. We're set to do it right now, but I don't really have anything I want to do. I do have, we do have some work to do on that volt, so we might look at that later. All right, gotta go to bed. Hey, mate, thanks so much for hanging out. Stay guile, my friend, and I'll see you on the flip side. See you hopefully Thursday. Everything goes scrum-diddly-umptious. Let's see. Let's do the diodes, and then we'll do the transistors. There's a lot of transistors on here, and they frighten me a lot. A lot. For sure. Yeah, mate. Take care. Stay guile. Oh, weird. There's only 4 4148s. That's probably good news. Probably. This slaps. We gotta bump this up a bit. Fuck yeah. You could do a little song with that.
Girl, I like to play video games with you. Girl, I want to play video games with you. I'm talking about Pac-Man, Mario Kart, maybe a little bit Sonic the Hedgehog. Girl,
You know,
we could play an RPG all day. Multiplayer. RPG. Yeah. Yeah. You know that I got the high score in that game one time. I'm sure that you can do the same. Let's play for love, you and me, girl. Let's play for keeps. Wanna play those video games with you, girl. You can be player one, I'll be player two. 'Cause I love to watch you work that controller. I don't wanna say too much more, 'cause I don't want to come across like a creep. But I'll say that I wish I was that controller inside your hands, girl, resting in your lap, girl, right between your thighs. Oh, girl, I wanna play video games with you. I feel that it's a prelude to get you in the mood. Playing video games, girl, that's my thing. Let me show you how I make my Mario Kart slide right into your life. Gonna play some video games with you.
Alright. Sorry, that just came over me. Kind of like a head cold, or like what's that thing where your hair like changes colors and then changes back and then owes you back taxes. Of the ping pong. Play some, yeah, there you go. Whatever happened to Paul? Alright. That was, that's pretty intense. Glad we, stuck through it. Oh man, what a weird stream. Says everyone. Did you read our review in Streamers Weekly? Said incoherent, nonsensical. What's he doing? Trying? I can't tell. It was pretty brutal. They chewed us up pretty bad in Streamer Weekly. Oh, pretty bad. Then I think they were talking about Adele. The singer, not the computer, not a computer. The singer, Adele, not a Dell computer. Unless Adele is a computer. I never thought about that. You ever think about it, listen to her lyrics, it makes sense. Yeah. We could have had a whole kilobyte of information. We could have had a bit. We could have had a bite. Potato, potato, potato. We could have had a kilobyte of non-encrypted data. Maybe I'm remembering the song wrong. I think I'm thinking of something else from Kenny Loggins. Goddamn Kenny Loggins. One N versus divide and conquer. What is the difference? So the one N doesn't really... Let's answer that, because I don't really have like a good, like, this is why a smoking gun answer for you. So let's find one. Let's find one together. One divide. There it is. So you get one, three, you don't get two? That's weird. So you get 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So your division is different. And then these jam ones, these are the parts I don't get. So this is how he explains it. Simply feed in a local clock. The other outputs will follow the one in at various phases. So yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, you have a clock, but you also have an input. What the hell? So you could put a pulse in what? Like, it's very confusing. It's kind of more, because it kind of acts like a sequential switch in this fashion, but this isn't very sequential. Got your evens up here and your odds down here. What the hell? Divide is patch programmable. Simply patch whichever number you wish to divide by back into the input. Oh, okay, well there you go. And feed it to a clock. Wait. And feed it a clock. The other outputs will follow the one in at various phase differences dependent. Yeah, I really don't quite. And then we get to the jam section here. It can get quite silly by feeding signals into J1 through 5, descending high. Yeah. Let's see if we can make more sense of it staring at the schematic. Honestly, yeah, that's right. It's this chip. He basically turned this chip into a module. So let's do a CD4018. Let's dip into this a little bit more. Yeah, I don't care. I just want a data sheet, bro. Brah. Thank you. With a topographical map of every key point. No? You guys are so mean. Jerks. I probably skipped over it because I was so impatient. Although, to be fair, this is a terrible scan. These are buffered outs. You have a data and a clock, and then you have literal jam inputs. I'm thinking I need to understand this chip if I want to understand this module. I feel like there's a strong connection here. I don't know. Just a hunch. Just a hunch, really. The CD4018B types consist of 5 Johnson counter stages, buffered Q outputs from each other. Oh, of course. And counter preset control gating, clock, reset, data, preset, enable. And 5 individual jam inputs are provided. Divide by 10, 8, 6, 4, or 2 counter configurations can be implemented by feeding the Q5, 4, 3, 2, 1 signals respectively back to the data in. Oh! Huh. Into the data inputs respectively. Divide by 975 or the counter configuration can be implemented by use of the 4011 to gate the feedback connection. Okay. To the data input. Divide by functions greater than 10 can be achieved by use of multiple 4018s units. The counter is advanced 1 count at the positive clock signal transition. Schmidt trigger action on the clock line permits unlimited clock rise and fall times. A high reset signal clears the counters to all zeros. Weird. A high pre-enables it and allows the information on the jam inputs to preset the counter. Anti-clock gating is provided to ensure proper counting sequence. So this is a good one. I think it answers the question, though. Like, what's the difference? The divide by n doesn't give you nearly the range that the divide and conquer does, and it's acting more like a specific logic chip than just doing clock divisions on and on. I think would be the best answer I could really give without trying to understand or get into the nuts and bolts on it. Yeah, and then there's our other outputs there. The 5 ones. Interesting. Oh no, wait, that's 5, that's 4. Huh. Oh, and then that's 0.2. Okay, I get it. Never mind. I'm silly. And you just have these buffers on each one of the inputs. So it scales the voltage and, keeps it from getting weird. Huh. That's pretty cool. Thanks for asking. I wish I knew more. I'd like to spend more time with that module. I've been thinking about that lately, like if I want to stream it or if I want to actually make videos on how to utilize some of these modules and do cool shit with it. I think I was going to call it that, but they were not cool about the shit part. So when I use the DC with the Bendaba, right, to make a 16-step run, I say the main clock to LR and then the 4 on the DC. Sure. To up down, but sometimes it's not totally synced just right. I noticed the one end has a clock reset
that might fix that problem. But then I was like, what the fuck are the J inputs, right? So the J inputs are moot until I think you do enable. So like nothing happens on these until this goes high, I think. Not 100%, but I think. And when it does, it knocks these guys out in a weird reset function. So yeah, that's why I need to get more familiar with this. There's a couple of there's quite a few actually that are adding up where I'm like, I really don't understand this, and at this point I'm too afraid to know. But I feel like my learning curve is getting kind of big. Yeah, a reset is going to be a good way to go because, you know, it's kind of, if you play it off on that last tick that you need and you have it go back to the reset, you'll have this like, you'll really lower your drift or any jitter or anything like that, because it'll just, you're not relying on it properly dividing up these higher values as it goes down and so forth, and then getting back in, you know, in sync perfectly and all that. You're not relying on that. You're just relying on it looping and the 4 bars or whatever that you needed, the 4 beats that you needed. Oh boy. The 1M sends like an ASR. For clock, I guess you could kind of think of it like that. I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff I need to take care of here around the house, but I've been really working on trying to put some content together for like YouTube and stuff to help reference, and a lot of it I've been really interested in is like, you know, can I make a video explaining how fucking cool this module, you know, this thing is, you know, without, you know, I don't, so a lot of demo videos I typically I take issue with for various reasons I won't even bother to get into, but like there's a lot of that happens, and I'm like, man, I really don't want to do that. I don't want to, you know, make something that I'm like, oh yeah, this, I don't like this at all. So I don't know. It's a tough call. I think I could make a video that wouldn't suck, but it's like a lot of work to de-suckify it. But whatever, you know. Well, so like in the past, if I needed to relock, I would have something else divide and reset it. So I'll have like a main clock divider, like I'd use a divide and conquer, and I'd be like, okay, this thing only has to go for 4 ticks. So I'm going to send the 4 division over to the reset. So as it's driving, it can just push that guy back to 0, so I don't have to worry about it. I know there's 8 stages. I only need 4. You could, you know, that's a lot of the times what I would use reset for. And I mean, if you have there's modules that are like clock driver ones. Like I have one from Frequency Central I really like, and that does have a reset that it pushes out. So if you wanted to, you can hit stop, and when you do, it pulses reset to everything and pulls everything back to, you know, whatever you have reset for. And if you double hit it, it'll, you know, keep sending reset if you need that. Like you can keep hitting stop and it'll just keep sending reset. So in case things don't lock up or whatever fucking I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. We got 4 diodes. Hot MILF action is coming your way, ladies and gentlemen. So get ready. Hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your husbands too, because it's going to get all wild up in here. Yeah, I do too. I might work on that tonight. I have a lot of stuff I gotta get done, but maybe I can spend like an hour tinkering on space station, trying to get it to do a cool. Oh my God! Stop. Do cool stuff so I can relax. These MILFs are pretty round. And that's kind of what you want. Pretty much what you want. Oh my God, my nose itched. Ah. I didn't put any. Come on, MILF. There you go, hot. I'll take it. When I get the bin dub. Oh, yeah. We worked on it a little bit yesterday. Or, yeah, yesterday, Sunday. And we finished off all the SMD today. But I was going to hold off on the rest of it until we get the Jackson, which will be here on Thursday. So we should be able to finish it up. Fingers crossed. I'm running out of dress nuts. That's the only other issue I have. But I mean, I just put regular ones on for the time being, or, just put enough on. All right. All right, good enough. Next up is these 2 diodes. I should have flipped it the other way, but we'll do it the hard way. It's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I should trim this, but I just don't want to mess with that.
Ba, 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 ba. Oh my gosh, why does these keep making my ears?
I swear, ever since I've come back from being on the road, it's like, I guess there's some acclimation periods you have to go through living here in Phoenix that I forgot about, or I don't know. Never had to deal with before until now, or something. I don't know. Not happy about any of them. Gonna be real honest with you. Oh shit, did I not? All right. That was awesome. Kind of. Mostly. Okay, now I think all that's left is the transistors. That's right. We've got 14. I guess that's all the outputs are just transistor. That's a lot. I'm glad I'm ordering more. I thought it was kind of silly. I'm like, why am I ordering more? I've got like 50. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'll put some on. Damn right, put some on. I mean, yeah. What do I need? 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Eight, 9, 10. Yeah, I know. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Forgot again. Oh man. Oh wait, it was 14. For some reason I thought it was more. Is that it? Okay. Well, we'll find out. If I miscounted, I'll blame somebody else. That's the American way. Actually, yeah, let's rotate this. I don't think it's gonna help at all, but okay, we'll go at the top. There's some on this side. Let's do the weird ones that are over here. Oh man, there's a fuck ton of these. I thought I was just doing a couple here. Wait, I just no. Okay, it wasn't that bad. I thought I was just trapped in hell. But no. It's more like a purgatory than a hell. Boom, boom, boom. There's a Frequency Central has a really interesting sequencer I have of theirs that uses binary to go through, and you basically have 4 inputs, and one input is a 1, the other one's a 2, 4, and an 8, and the stages on it are 0 through 16 or 0 through 15. And, you turn them all up, you go to the last stage, you make a different combination, you'll get in between. Pretty straightforward. But what's interesting is they make a sequence, or a clock generator, and I'm forgetting the name of it right now, but it pairs with that thing. And I've seen the demo, like, you can get it to do the snake pattern where it like travels down in a non-sequential way, but sort of sequentially. It's pretty slick. I'm not gonna lie. I was a happy man. Okay, so I have this extra transistor here. I don't know what the hell it's for. I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't notice it. I'm just gonna keep it off to the side, and we're just gonna go with the guys we have now.
called making do. Do-wop. I think after this, I'm gonna have to have one of my jazz cigarettes. I should have done it the other way. I don't know why. I was thinking about that too. I'm like, why did I grab the single? Should have grabbed the pair. Because it'll kind of right itself with tension. Instead, I'm fucking up all these resistors. I can't. There we go. Jesus. From your appointment for tomorrow. Wait, what? All right. Let's keep going. Maybe it'd been smart to like. Oh shit. Just get. I think I'm doing a Magpie order later, and to get VCA triple, maybe the one. Oh yeah, I love Magpie stuff. They're a friend of the stream. They sent us some panels a while back that we swapped out one, but I've been meaning to work on some. They
created some new projects that I haven't done yet, so I kind of want to do those. But one of them's like all through hole, and I'm like, oh shit, I guess. And it's like I don't think I can cheat too much on the through hole one, so it's kind of like, bummer. The hype, or what is it? Let me just look. I forget. It's Primal Hyper Chaos.
Oh shit.
Primal Hyper Chaos. Yeah, we got the Primal Hyper Chaos, Triad, ADSR 312, and Timba Timba. Yeah, I don't have the Hyper Chaos Deluxe. I have, what is it, the Ian Fritz Chaos guy, and that's fine. I'm not like the world's biggest Chaos module fanatic, so... Or at least I haven't found a way to make it work for me, those kind of modules, too much. Some to an extent, like I find stuff, but it's... Fine, fuck it. I also has Hyper Chaos built in on the shelf of stuff I can't get. Yeah, right. Oh, is that it? That was all of them? That wasn't so bad. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. I see one here at the bottom that got missed. This little guy right here. Let's take care of him. How you doing, little buddy?